The Orphs, Mia and Meurgic, hastily enter into a large and official gathering chamber with lots of bench-like seats all arranged around a pentagonal stage in the middle of the room. They are not the first to enter, but they're also not the last to enter, as many other finely and elaborately dressed orcs and orphs all hastily enter into this room, all murmuring to themselves as there's a little bit of worry and panic, but maybe intrigue, as everyone finds their seats in the gathering chamber. Once everyone has found their spots, one of the orphs walks onto the stage in the center, and he begins to speak to the congregation, and he says,
Members of the enchanted families, thank you for gathering in this short notice emergency meeting, as we are assembling meetings for us and of course for the Crystal Court and the tenders of tradition. As you all know, there have been some strange happenings going on in our fine kingdom over the past couple of days. A couple of days ago, again, as you know, we lost contact with the Barwayu, as it seems they have lost their anima, but not just them, the entire region south of them seems to have gone completely animaless. A strange feat. Last night, this may be news to some of you, one of the Wistone Mountains completely crumbled. Now, thank the five that there was one where there was no neighboring communities and villages, but it did interrupt trade networks and, of course, the local ecosystems. And of course, the reason we're all here, the reportings of sightings of Heinous Pentus himself broaching the borders of our fair city. He, of course, has not been seen in well over 1,000 years. Quite a monumentous occasion, and we've been gathered here to discuss, to figure out what our course of action must be as the officiants of this fair kingdom.
There's much murmuring as this news is brought up, and people rush to some of the windows and making the sign of the five. As they do this, in the murmur of their discussion, one final human enters into the room. The only human in this room. And he kind of shuffles past everyone. Excuse me, Scar. Get out of my way. And he plops a seat right in between Mia and Meurgic. He's like, oh my goodness, this place is a fucking maze. I tell you what. Oh my goodness. First they tell me, go over here. Oh, we need you. Oh, go to the meeting of the Crystal Court. And I think, this is the Crystal Court, right? Yeah, that's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, and it's talking in Orcish. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Hey, can you guys translate to me? And he's like tapping on Meurgic's shoulder. Can you tell me what's going on? Because I have no idea. It has been a hullabaloo of a week.
No, yeah, I get you there. You're the ambassador, right?
Yes, thank you. Oh my goodness, yes. I am Noble Mincer, ambassador of Glenwood, and I have had a fucking week. Let me tell you, you know what I had to do? You'll never guess what I had to do all week. I had to talk to like every single person who said they were from Glenwood, which is a lot. Did you know that? There's a lot of them.
I believe
the only highlight, the only highlight was getting to see my friend Jonathan Bismarck, of course. That was pretty great. But other than that, it all sucked.
Why didn't you learn Orcish if you're the ambassador? Hey, wait a minute. Did you say Jonathan Bismarck?
Yes, I did.
Meurgic turns and looks at Mia, and he's just like, Binsnarch. Was that
Binsnarch?
That's the same guy, right?
And she then speaks in Noble Mincer's language. We met Binsnarch.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
I mean, he was just traveling through the jungle, and we offered to help him out and bring him here to Varden.
Oh, you brought him here. Oh, that's cool. That would explain. He said he was, I think he mentioned he was waiting for Rainer. And, and so that's probably how he got here first. He hitched a ride with you guys. Yeah, good old Rainer Bismarck. No, that's not his fucking name. Rainer Bjornsson. That's his name.
They're basically brothers,
It's been a hot minute. Let me tell you what.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you?
Well,
You should probably be a little bit more respectful. He's one of the oldest and most well-venerated members of the Enchanted Families.
I am Argon Shadowfang. and I will be respected as such.
Oh, that's pretty badass. Anyway, you interrupted me for a reason, Mr. Shadowtooth?
Oh, boy.
This Raynor you speak of. I know this name. I hail from the beacon. And he was there. I know he was. He was speaking about this Meurgic.
Oh, his little group, the Meurgicians, yeah.
No. They caused a bit of trouble, but they paid their dues in the kitchen. No, he was speaking of some spirit. Some spirit of chaos, Meurgic.
Oh, chaos. Yeah, he was sent on I was just reminded of this by Jonathan. He was sent on a mission to kill a chaos wizard. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, it must not have worked, because he was definitely still very worried about it.
Well, he's from my neck of the woods, so he probably knows a thing or two. He's probably got it handled. Wait, did you say spirit? I mean, isn't there a spirit? Isn't this why we're here? A spirit is here?
So this Bjornsson is coming here to Varden, or he's already here, and there's a spirit that he's trying to fight, but also Janus Pentis is here. Does that seem right so far? That doesn't seem like a big coincidence, right?
I think as they're murmuring and making these connections, the Orph in the center says, "Now, Mia, Jörg, Shadowfang, what are you discussing over here? We have important matters. We need to find any clues or links that we can have to help us learn what's going on here."
Fuck it. Yeah, Jörg stands up, and Jörg says, "Honorable speech giver, it has been brought to my attention that there is a contingent of people from Glenwood who may or may not be here in the city. I think there's a bunch of spirits coming to Varden, and that includes the reports of Janus Pentis. I'm getting vibes that things are about to go down."
And Noble Mincer stands up and says, "I don't know what he just said. It's all in Orcish. It's all gibberish to me. Hi, Noble Mincer. But if I can have my 2 cents in here..."
How did you get this job if you don't speak any
Raynor
Orcish?
Bjornsson? He's your guy. Find him. And, I think everything will be solved from there.
So technically, that was a cold open. Is that right?
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I guess technically how we just opened this episode was a cold open. Like, in the actual legal sense and everything else we've ever done beforehand was not a cold open. So when I said no more cold opens...
You lied.
What I meant was no more fake cold opens, only real cold opens.
Yeah, we actually did the opposite of no more cold opens, which is now only cold opens.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Wait,
so
is this the cold open?
Oops.
Yes, yeah, this is how we're opening. This is how it's opening, Jake. This is
Oops, all cold opens. Yeah.
Oops, all cold opens.
Favorite Oreo flavor. They really got to stop coming out with those.
Well, welcome back to Night's Quest, everybody. Welcome back. And we're just going to jump right into it.
All right.
We got a lot of ground to cover. Physically and literally.
Careful you don't hurt your feet when you jump right into it.
Shut the... Okay. We see Raynor.
The fucking non-reaction.
Eloise, Jonathan, and Quiss, Leroy, Grorg, and Abil, along with PB and Chubb, are standing in front of the Bismarck, well, I guess not really a Bismarck anymore, the smithery that belonged to Jonathan's family, as they had just been, as Grilta had pointed up to Janus Pentis, who had pointed his gun at the looming cloud that is Meurgic, with the rings of changing sky, and they've been given their mission to get to the heart. What do?
All right, guys, let's go. And then Raynor's going to try to start running.
Okay, does he just run in the direction of the big pink crystal?
Yeah. Okay. When you said it that way, it made me think that maybe that's silly, but I think, yeah. Unless it's really, really far away.
Jonathan says, "Hey, hold on. Wait, stop. Do you know where you're going? Like at all?"
Well, can we see the crystal from here?
Yeah, you can see the crystal, and I'm going to tell you this right now. You are by the coast at one end of the 100-mile city.
Right. Yeah, so, Raina,
yeah.
Here's the thing about mountains. They look a lot closer than they are, and they just keep getting bigger, and you get that one not. Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, but we gotta get there though, right?
Just hold on. Just wait. And he runs inside, and there's like a clamor, and he comes back outside, and in one hand, he has the lazy river, which he throws into one of his Tweedles, and in the other hand, he has something, and it's got like a medium length handle, and the front end of it has this big flat hammer end, and the back end looks like a mattock.
Oh no.
And he throws that into the other Tweedle and goes, all right, we'll take the hyperline. Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Hyperline? What, do you still have both of the, never mind. I can ask that later. Let's go.
The hyperline. Oh, yes, I haven't been here since I was a kid. Let's go. So
is Grota still with us?
What?
Is Grota still with us?
No, this is Grog.
No, I know that's Grog.
No.
I'm going to stay here. I'm not going with you. Bye.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
All right.
I'll handle things on this side.
Yeah.
Jonathan leads the group off to the local Hyperline station, which is the official name we're now calling the transportation system we introduced a couple episodes ago. They all hop on, and I'm going to say that I'm trying to decide if there's a crowd gathering to get on the Hyperline station. I'm going to say not yet.
I'm betting there's probably more people getting off at the coast where Canis Pentus is.
I'm going to say one hasn't arrived yet.
Okay.
But there's people kind of standing, and picture like, a train station where there's a little roof overhead, some little benches. But what I'm thinking, instead of a clock, there's like a half circle with a needle that is slowly coming downwards.
Ah, okay.
And you can see that there's some little increments in between, at the half and the quarter marks.
Sure.
And you can see that you are at about halfway. So you got a couple minutes, as everyone else is mainly staring at Canis Pentus at the coastline.
Yeah, so I think Jonathan quickly turns to everybody and goes, okay, what did I miss? What I thought what is going on?
How to summarize this? So we went to the cave to fight the heinous beast. We succeeded at that. Met the spirit of Canis. He told us that he would agree to meet us at the mountain where Canis Pentus was trapped. So we went to go find him. We tried to make our case. Ended up setting him free, because apparently my hero powers can do that. And he's going to help us fight Meurgic. Also, he has a gun. I think that's all the big ones.
Oh, also, me and Eloise are a thing.
Yeah, him and Eloise are a thing.
Jonathan is looks back and forth between them, and he looks at Gorgon and Eloise and goes, great. What's a gun?
We'll go over to Canis Pentus.
Oh, that's perfect.
Pointing his gun.
Yeah.
I can only say it like that. I can't just say it like a gun. It has to be gun. And he points it at Meurgic, and I'm going to make a dice roll.
Oh, love this. All right.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to say...
Our first gun
can
roll.
Can someone actually roll another yellow for me? Because I think he's got more than 2 proficiencies in gun.
You got Jake?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to make it a difficulty 4, 1 red, 1 setback.
Okay.
Because he's still a little woozy.
I feel like every dice roll these last couple finale episodes is just going to be 12 dice. It's like, everybody stop for a minute. We got to calculate all this shit.
Okay, so then we have a success, an advantage, and a triumph, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit.
So
wasn't expecting this first hit to actually go well. All right.
Yeah, okay. And Canis Pentus standing in the bay, holding his gun with both hands, aims it at this dark cloud rushing towards the city, and he says,
Spirit of Meurgic, Lord of Chaos, 6-armed cow, the most despicable of all the Phalon, I shall squash you like a flea, and Meurgic shall be known no more.
And he just points the gun and just fires it at Meurgic, and just this lightning, these missiles are just shot out, just hurling at light speed at Meurgic, and it just a perfect hit. Absolutely strikes him right in the middle, and Meurgic comes crashing into the ocean. Like this cloud just comes spiraling downward and slams into the water and skidding down beneath him. right in front of Canis Pentis, like right at his feet.
Heavy Pacific Rim vibes.
Yeah.
For sure.
As this water then, smashes into the coastline, ships are bobbing up and down, people are screaming, but Canis Pentis puts his foot on this dark, cloudy back of Meurgic, and he says,
Now, it is time for order to rule out against chaos before you've even had a chance to attack.
and I'm going to say, so the triumph is going to be that he deals a lot of harm
Okay.
to Meurgic, which I will be keeping track of.
Does Meurgic have the same system of vitality that our mortal characters do?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Sometimes.
Maybe. And the advantage is going to be, Jake, roll a d20.
Oh.
That's a 20, my guy.
Whoa. All right.
As he's got his foot over Meurgic, you can just hear Meurgic kind of like turn his head and cough up some water that isn't the color water should be.
Okay.
As it's entering out of his dark cloud form. And he says,
What's tall and old? It smells like a dusty fart. Your face.
Got him.
His face is tall.
You heard me.
and I think with that, this is going to be the advantage is
Okay.
that HP will do another move. He says,
Speaking of my face, we shall be removing yours now.
and he reaches his hand down and like palms Meurgic's face, and it's cut back over to the group.
We don't even need to do anything.
Okay, I really love how, like, in the episode where we were planning and talking shit out, he specifically said, like, the face and the identity it's more of a concept. It's not like a physical thing. But then as soon as he's got Meurgic, he's like, I'm going to rip off your actual face.
Gimme.
Yummy. That's mine.
Yeah.
So we're at the Hyperline station, and it's as soon
God,
as
that sounds cool.
they
It does.
hear the thunder of the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's hair arm hair stands on end a little bit, like the
Yeah.
platform's like charged.
Oh, even I could hear that one. God.
Oh, yeah. And I think this definitely draws everyone's attention for maybe a minute as you're watching the scene play out as I just described it. And it's as soon as that's done that a skipping carriage lands right in front of you, a shimmering squirrel-like creature that's about room for about maybe a full story tall. It lands in front of you and the creature disappears, just leaving this rounded cube in front of you, and the doors open up.
All right, get on. Go.
What
Get
the-
shh. And he's like pushing. Go. Get.
This is amazing.
I think Jonathan's at the front and Gorg's at the back pushing them in.
Yeah. All right, quick, sit down. Everybody sit down. You want to sit down. Don't stand up. You want to sit down. There are handles and poles for standing up. Just sit down. Don't even, just sit.
Trouble's not sitting down. One, because he didn't hear you super clearly, and two, because he is over the moon right now. He thinks this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah. No one else enters. No one else outside is concerned about going in. They are concerned with the thing that's happening.
You know what? Jonathan immediately, like, when he sees nobody else is coming, he goes, don't move. And he runs upstairs to the topmost level where...
Yeah, the second floor.
Yeah, where there's like a couple seats right in front of like this huge window. It's like prime seating, and he's never gotten to sit there because it's always been too crowded.
So they're all still down on the first floor and you're at the second floor.
Yeah.
And I think, it's only a couple seconds later, and the doors close, and you see the little half circle timer outside hit the bottom, and you all feel a pulse.
Yeah.
hit you. The timer springs to the other end, but you're not watching that as this little carriage comes to life, literally, with a tail extending from one end and a head on the other, and your whole carriage lurches forward, bounding quickly, rapidly across this spectral line.
Whoa! Okay! Oh, okay!
He's having a good time, but he's also very scared.
And you begin briskly heading eastward toward the heart of Anima.
Damn.
Cool.
You're now in this space.
Yeah.
We're now in space?
No, you're in this space.
Oh,
What do you do?
Jonathan goes back downstairs and goes, yeah, that was worth it.
I'm not even sure. Is this a creature? Is this a construct of anima? Is this...
Yes,
Okay,
okay.
cool. Hey, nice.
I think. Actually, did it exist before they made the It has to, because it's named after the creature, the Hyperial. That's maybe...
Oh.
Why does it have a box? Actually, no, I don't know the answer to that.
Jonathan gives Rainer the like eyebrows raised, shoulders up.
Yeah.
This is the most fun I've ever had, and also I feel sick at the same time.
Yeah, you get used to it.
I think Leroy, he's like glued to the window, like watching the scene at the bay.
Yeah.
He's like,
Wow, that's crazy. It might already be over.
It's gotta be, that's gotta be Meurgic, right? I didn't expect him to physically fall into the ocean. I just never crossed my mind as something he could do.
Quest is like also looking out the window and he said, "It's not over. It's never that easy with Meurgic. We still have a lot to do." And he turns around and faces towards the heart of Anima.
You're right. Okay, once we're there, the plan we kind of talked over was getting as close as possible so we're able to use the power of the heart. And, I mean, I guess we're just gonna try to hit Meurgic with big spells? I'm gonna be honest, guys, there's not a whole lot more to it than that.
Last resort, I'm putting the heart of Anima into Christopher, just so you're all aware.
hold on. Time out. Wait.
What's that?
I would ask if that's even possible, but at this point, I feel like that would be inviting the challenge.
Hold on, the plan... I missed this part. I might have been sleeping or something.
Oh, sorry.
The plan is to put the heart of Anima...
Yes?
...into your bag.
And last resort. That's not the plan. That's the last resort.
I want to be clear, that wasn't like everyone's plan.
I don't know. Well, I don't think that'll work.
Are we not all agreed on this?
It is much... I know you can fit a lot in your bag.
I don't mean this to sound rude, but are you thinking you just like hold out the open end and just kind of like put it on the stone? What?
I was thinking I'd like get up to the top and like kind of turn it upside down and thunk, and just kind of see what happens.
Oh, if you're gonna climb the heart of Anima, I want to do that too. To be
Okay,
clear,
guys, I don't know if we should be... Guys, I don't know if we should be climbing the... I don't know if we should climb in the heart of... Guys, I hope you understand, this has been... Because, like, a lot of things about the way I view the world have changed over the past couple of days. Like, being in the literal hand of the most powerful god that I used to worship.
Oh, yeah.
There's that. So, let's try not putting one of the other revered magical things in your bag. But I guess we did do that already, though, with Banus. But I guess that one's fine. I can compromise mentally that one. It's just Banus.
I can set my beliefs aside for that one.
This changed my whole belief system.
Yeah.
That's the line.
Yeah, I guess if the lover of like creation legends is also in there, I guess we should be pretty careful.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that one. Okay, so I guess that's their plan then, is get there, shoot a big spell.
Yep. I mean, that was the plan from the beginning. Jonathan, I think Jonathan turns everyone... All right, what do I do?
Yeah, I got a question. What's with your, busted up Matic?
Oh, it's not busted. It's actually... I was going to say better.
Oh, too soon.
It still does the backwards thing, which is great. But I needed a hammer, and the only one that I had was a ball peen hammer, which I have now learned is not very useful for the type of work that I was doing. So it's like part sledge, part matic, all reverso, as long as you're using the back. So it's half reverse. You know what? Think about it the same way, but instead of a pointy end, it's got a big flat end.
I know this is literally not what we are talking about right now, but because you mentioned better, am I fired or I have a proposition? If you're done with the business, can I just have it?
No, because, well, for licensing, but no. Okay. There's still, I gotta fix some things. So,
okay.
You know what?
I just not the desk.
Well, maybe later we talk about this.
Okay, you're right. I mean, I guess
next board meeting we'll discuss.
Sure.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry. Next, don't you mean first? First board meeting?
Last board meeting of the better business.
Let's do that. We do need to properly dissolve the
liquidate
business
assets.
We should also probably create the business. Actually, not to say we should wait for later, but it will be a couple of stops before we get there. It's about 7-ish minutes between junctions, and it's gonna be a couple connecting hyperlines to get there to the heart. So we could have the board meeting here in this Hyperial if you want, and then we'll just cut to a different scene when they do that. I think everyone else goes, please,
please no. Please, I don't want that as my possible last memories. No, thank you.
Sorry, did he say last memories?
We could die.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Because Leroy's watching the whole thing at the band. He's like,
Guys, I don't know if y'all thought about this, but we could all die.
No, I've definitely been thinking about that.
Yeah,
like pretty much nonstop.
I've thought about it, yeah.
So I think Jonathan says, okay, well, we're going to be there soon. So when you say, do big spells, what does that look like for you? Because, Grog, I don't know how close you've been to the Heart of Anima, but it's not like something that you can like go up and like touch easily.
It's not?
Well, there's like a whole infrastructure here. It's like a big deal.
Okay.
Quis, tell them what you did last time.
Last time I touched the Heart of Anima?
Last time you touched just the root of the Heart of Anima.
Oh, I whacked it really hard with Raider. Quick, give me your field. I can do this.
No, don't do it in here. Don't do it in here. Not inside the thing that's transporting us.
Right, right.
I hit it really hard until I broke a piece off, and I shoved my arm in there, and I got really like supercharged, and I let off some really, really cool mantic.
It was pretty cool, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I actually wrote it all down, but it wasn't me. It was someone else.
Oh my God, Jonathan, I'm so sorry.
No, I mentioned it. Earlier.
Okay, so he knows about Conquest, and he knows about the writer and the writer's assistant.
Well, no, actually, I didn't mention it that much, but a little bit.
Conquest showed up, and we Quist, I think, killed him, and then we found out that Oliver, the cabbage guy back in Goldon, was actually the writer's assistant possessing a Beal to make him write down everything. We kind of got in an argument with him. I think the writer might hate me now. But anyway, that's all in the past and we're moving on. And Heart of Anima, yeah. What you were saying?
Damn it. And he takes out 2 gold pieces and hands them to Rainer.
What? Oh, for Oliver, right, okay.
Yeah.
For a second I thought it was a bet about the writer eventually hating Rainer.
No.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
I was so sure. That's whatever. It's not important. Okay, so step 1, get Quiz somehow to the Heart of Anima.
Do you think that people are not going to let us through? Like, they'll be able to see what's going on from here, right?
I mean, having 2 celestial titans battling it out in the bay doesn't necessarily grant access to the Heart of Anima to outsiders.
Oh boy. Okay. How can we convince them?
I assume. He looks at Grog. I assume.
No, you're correct. It's not a thing you just go up to, but let me handle this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Let Friend Maker take it.
But yeah, this sounds like it's right up your alley. Yeah. Okay.
As they're having this conversation, we cut back over to Meurgic laying in the water as Genus Pentis is just palming his face.
Like a basketball.
Like a basketball. And his just radiance is just like glowing over this whole scene. And like the whole sky now above, it was far away, but now it is fully above where Genus Pentis is and creeping over the actual city of Vardian. It's just these weird different skies. Right. And like some of the skies are like dripping or like things are falling out of them. Like if the sky looked like chocolate, there's chocolate coming out. That's the sky.
That is kind of a nightmare, yeah.
And so like there's different colors and shades of light as the different, we've got the sunset light and we've got some moonlight, and so all these different colors and are hitting upon this scene. And the reason it's taking so long is Genus Pentis has been monologuing a little bit during this whole time. And he says,
"But a power that was not vested in me by the writer, but that I have had since I came upon this world. I shall now strip thee of your titles, strip thee of your memories, and you shall not be who you have been all these years."
Is this just happening right now?
He's doing it right now. And you can just... Well, I guess you guys can't see, you're a bit farther away, but people who are closer can see that there is definitely like Genus Pentis is like pulling on something as he pulls his hand away from Meurgic's face, and you can see like maybe like a shimmering silhouette of Meurgic's face as he takes it, and he's like crumbles it in his hand, opens it as just like mist, like powder comes out of his hand and just disappears into nothing.
What the fuck?
And he says,
"And now you shall be faceless."
Jamie.
Yeah.
Can you roll a d20?
Okay. I rolled the number 8.
Wonderful.
What the fuck?
Meurgic, who's still kind of laying on the ground, he goes, "Oh no!
You took my face! Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's all gone! Oh, no, this is tragic. This is the worst day ever. Oh, wait. I forgot you're so stupid. You're a moron.
And Meurgic, like, uses one of his 6 arms to start lifting himself up. He's clearly not doing hot, as he was shot by a gun.
Yeah.
Right to the chest.
Is he still cow form, and does his face still look normal, or did his face literally get changed or ripped off?
He looks like a dark storm cloud in the shape of a cow. But yes, his face is still there.
Okay.
Canis Pentus seeing this, he like is like,
Do not talk back to me like this, worm.
and he grabs his face and he pulls it back again. He like crumples his hand.
Don't be rude.
Dust again appears from his hand. Jake, can you roll another d20?
What is happening?
15.
No, you really are showing how dumb you are. This motherfucker. He thinks he's the big hot shot. He's the top guy of the 5. Oh, but he's really just a tiny finger puppet underneath the control of the white arm. And he's stupid and can't see beyond his own imaginations.
And Canis Pentus grabs him one more time and pulls the face out one more and crumples it again. He's like,
Stop this nonsense, you foul cow.
Jamie, give me one more d20.
14.
Roll it again.
I was going to say, is that the same one? That's a 15. That's no good. What the fuck?
Roll it again.
That's a 16. God damn it.
Oh, that
Wait,
works.
is that different?
works.
Okay.
That plays.
That works.
All right.
And now Meurgic has lifted himself up by the aid of 3 of his arms. It is clear that one of the arms is just not working anymore. It is clearly just limp on his side. And he says,
Big heinous penis thinking that he's the hot shot around town. But you know what I think? I think you need to understand how your fucking powers work. You big duchas. That's right, I said it. I called you a duchas. That's right. You're nothing more than a overhorned, glowing fat ass who got high off his own power just because he was the first one to think of the idea of saying I'm in charge. Woe is me. I'm just a random cow. But you forgot how one of my specialties that you had trouble with from the beginning, that I had trouble with from the beginning.
and I think Canis Pentus tries to grab Meurgic's face, but Meurgic grabs his arm with his own arm,
And he says, you tried to take away my face, boy, but you forgot. I've got more than one face.
Yeah.
Okay.
we cut back to the main party. They've made a couple of stops along the way. After every 7 minutes, it'll stop at a station. They have to get out, and another one will come, and they get back on. Sometimes it's the same direction. Sometimes they need to take a different direction. But thanks to the very helpful map systems at all the stations, they are able to get really close to the heart of Anima, and no one else is hopping on these trains. Really,
Right.
they're all going closer because this is the wildest thing. There are orphs who are trying to study this. They've got books out.
Right,
You got
right.
just regular people who are maybe just trying to get home and avoid this. But a lot of people are just amazed.
I feel like
as
some
this,
of them are trying to
titanic
flee entirely, probably.
Yes.
This seems like a
Yes.
really dangerous thing to some people, yeah.
battle. Yeah.
Jonathan's like, man, you guys don't know how nice this is. I mean, honestly. the morning rush is just, ugh.
There might be a couple people who hop on the ride to try to get farther away, but for the most part, it's mainly you guys.
Right.
And you get to a point where you are now closer to the heart of Anima. You're not right next to it. It's still a little bit of a walk away, but it is, let me just say, you can feel it. There is a...
Ooh, okay.
Chris, this is not foreign to you. This is exactly the same feeling you had when you were plugged in. But now everyone feels this. There's a warmth. There's a vigor within you, as if you have eaten the healthiest meal, had the best night's sleep, and you just exercised. You are at your prime right now. You feel good. You are at your best emotionally, physically,
Sexually.
and you can sexually. It's all there, baby.
It's all there.
Firing on all cylinders. No pun intended.
And you can see that around the heart of Anima, there are some buildings that are between you and the heart, and then it goes some buildings, and then some just natural looking terrain, maybe a couple of trees, but mainly rocks just at the base of this of this crystal. But otherwise, there's not really anybody impeding. There's people here, mainly watching, some people rushing around. But otherwise, yeah, no one is stopping you from doing anything yet. What do you do?
I mean, I guess we just get off the thing and start our way towards the crystal, yeah?
Yeah. You start heading towards the crystal, and you get to a point that's like what I'm going to call like the tourist pavilion, where there's like a nice little spot where you can stand and you can see the heart, but you're still pretty far away. There's still some buildings, further closer for study. And there are a couple of, I'll just say there's one orc guard who's there standing in front of I'm going to say like a boardwalk that leads closer to the crystal.
Yeah. He turns and sees the party and goes, "Which one of you is Rainer Bjornsson?" And Jonathan says, "That'd be me." And the orc comes up and he lifts the helmet off of Jonathan's head to reveal his hair. Yes, I was warned about you. And he plumps the helmet back down and he turns to Rainer and says, "Rainer Bjornsson?"
Yeah. The spirit of Meurgic is attacking he's gonna come here. He's gonna attack the heart.
Yes, we know. Follow me.
Whoa, okay, this is awesome. Okay.
Gorgus got sitting there's like, "Oh, damn. I was going to do some friend maker shit." Okay, I'll say that for later. I'll do it later. Fine. This is good.
The guard motions around a corner and a small dispatch of orc guards comes out in formation around the party, and he starts leading them up the hill towards the heart.
Yes.
And I think as they do in Orcish, one of the other orc guards says, "Oh, Captain, is this Rainer Bjornsson?" This
is him.
He opens up one of his little he has a dark purple pad, notepad, and he starts writing down, "We have located Rainer Bjornsson, and we are heading towards the heart of Anima." Okay, good. It has been communicated to the other guards of the region.
Ah, okay.
As he's walking, he kind of looks over his shoulder and says, "We know enough of Rainer Bjornsson, but what of the rest of you? What are your names? What are your skills?"
And I
man.
think they share their names and skills.
I see. So what do you need from us?
That's a fantastic question.
Hey, not to be the poopy downer man, but why you how do you know about us? Why are you helping us?
Oh, tales of your exploits have reached far and wide.
Oh, that's probably not a good thing.
Well, if I'm honest, you're not a quiet group.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Pretty much every place you go, you leave some sort of something happening.
Oh, and someone finally put all the pieces together.
Indeed.
Who was it?
Well, I'd say it was a group effort.
Oh, good.
I'd like to say it was a group effort.
I don't know why you're embarrassed about it. It's not like you were there.
No,
Did you do it?
No, it wasn't any orc, actually.
Oh, that's why you're embarrassed.
Yes, it was the ambassador from Glenwood in conjunction with two of our two orcs.
I didn't know we had an ambassador at Glenwood, huh?
Oh yeah, Noblemin's is here.
I'm sorry?
So you know him,
Jonathan? You have to be fucking kidding me.
I wish I was.
No, hold on a second.
Who's Noblemindger?
Oh, you have to meet him.
John, is that the guy you impersonated at the Sun Festival?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh my, good times, man. Good times.
Yeah. He's still pretty jazzed about that, actually.
Anyway, the heart of Anima?
Yes.
We can't just let this be a recap episode. Things have to happen, y'all.
I'm not familiar with your writerist terms of time.
Yeah. Perfect.
But away we shall go.
So they are escorted down the boardwalk to some buildings where they're I think even more orcs are brought out, and some orcs too, and some a lot of them are dressed to the nines in not plate mail, but you can tell in magical armor.
Yeah.
These dudes got it fit. I think some of the armor I'm gonna say is holographic, or it looks spectral, right? Maybe it's not for physical protection, but magical protection.
And we do our best to answer that question of what do you need from us? We're gonna get there,
yes.
We're gonna post up as close as we can. We're gonna use anima to try to essentially beat up the spirit to the point where we can destroy his form. One of the components of being a spirit. Yeah.
How high and close can you get us to the crystal? Is there a platform that we can stand on and touch the crystal?
one of the like Orf scholars who has I'm gonna say a Ba-Wayu scepter, like not just a wand, like a full he's got like one of them like curlicue mustaches and like long beards, so he knows his shit. This guy, he tries to speak it in your language, and he says, "There is one station for research by the base of the crystal. We can go there. Touching the crystal, there is no base. We do not get this close. No need has we had for this."
Oh boy, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Strength of the anima will be strong still.
Does that mean we don't know exactly what's going to happen and it might be dangerous?
I think it like looks to some of his colleagues and they say, "We have not tried due to respect and due to our history. When one becomes too powerful, it is danger."
Oh boy.
Quist goes, "Oh, I already did that, so I'm not worried about it happening again."
How you do this?
Well,
It's a long story.
You know what? This isn't a recap episode. Let's just...
So yeah, they get to the base of the crystal, and I think, well, not the base, but like pretty dang close, where now it's at a point where like the heart of anima is looming over you, because it comes out at an angle. And so it is now above you, and it points towards the bay, where you still see these two. They've been struggling for a little while together, these two spirits.
Right.
And all the other orcs and orphs from Varden are lining up, getting their weapons. Some of them are getting wands, some of them are getting other magical contraptions.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they have any siege stuff. I don't think that would make sense to have.
Right, probably not here.
A lot of them. Yeah, not here. But they're just all kind of lining up.
We know of your plan. What would you have of us? We will try to keep him away from the heart as long as possible. Do you have tactical plans? Where should we station the troops?
Oh, actually, this is where Abil comes in.
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Do you have a question about how to organize your people?
Yes. How shall we organize our numbers?
How to administer the resources?" And Abil smiles and he says, "Now this is more my cup of sukma."
Yes.
All right.
Yes, okay. I was not planning this, but this is great.
No, absolutely,
I'm going to have Abil make a accounting.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to make it tough, though, because this is war.
Yeah.
So he's got a skill of
War
4,
never
and I'm just going to say...
It's danger accounting.
difficulty 4.
All right.
With 1 red. But I'm going to give him a boost because,
gotta give him a boost.
If he said something moronic, they would still want to help. He's got the guy there.
Yeah.
Can we help in any way?
Yeah, we can try. How would you help?
That's such a good question.
You don't need to have a move to do it. Just what would you... how would any of your characters be helping with this?
Oh, yeah, Rainer just makes it official. He's just like, yeah, any deference you would give to me, any wanting to listen to me for advice, put that on him. This man knows strategy. This man knows organization and logistics. He's going to be in charge of this. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Please, whatever you do, stop asking me what we're doing. Take all responsibility off of my shoulders and please.
I prefer to think of it as being good at seeing others' strengths.
I prefer to think of it as micromanaging.
I think I've said since season 1 that Rainer's biggest character strength is recognizing that he has more competent people around him.
Delegating.
Yeah, exactly.
The dice roll is a spicy one.
Ooh.
We have...
of course.
Just like Sukma.
Yeah.
4 failures.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 advantages. Oh, and a triumph.
Doesn't that make it an instant success?
Well.
Nope. It doesn't. It just counts as a success.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So technically 3 failures. So he was tasked with the plan to create a battle strategy.
Yeah.
That was his task. His failure is that he maybe has a hard time
articulating.
articulating his plan and just communicating it in an effective way. And so what ends up happening is the commander just takes over anyway. And he's like, okay, you know what? This is just taking too long.
I got the gist.
We'll just go in some default scenarios. But what I'll do with that for the triumph is that the commander will see that Abil does have the good ideas. So this wasn't like you have failed us. It's just, you're not going to be doing this. So I'll make that one advantage. A second advantage can be that the commander will ask, I think he'll ask Raynor one more time, just where do you want the party to be? I'm taking care of my dudes. So you're not in charge of my dudes. I'm in charge of my dudes.
Okay.
And for the, I'm going to save the triumph.
Does Abil even have a triumph move?
He's gonna.
Yes, excellent. Love that. Honestly, Meurgic is not above trying to make us look stupid by just going around the back and attacking from a different angle. So we might need to worry about being ready from all directions of the crystal. Like, he might just think it's hilarious to try to jump around and yell, haha, gotcha, and hit a spot we're not looking, you know? We might have to surround it. Is that even feasible?
The captain looks around and says, while we do not have a hyperline that runs any further, we do have a cable car that runs to the peak of the mountain. Mayhaps that will give you the vantage point you need and will get you closer to the heart.
We might need to. Quiz.
Yes.
If Meurgic can fly and change forms and teleport, that means he can probably hit the heart from any angle. And if we can't physically stop that by standing all around it, is there any kind of protection we could put up? Is there any kind of, here's a superpowered spell to defend the heart or anything like that?
I have an idea.
Okay.
If you could get me to, like, the top of the crystal, I might be able to keep him away for a little while.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, do you think we should use the cable car? Do you think we should go to the top of the mountains?
I mean, that's probably the quickest way.
Okay.
The cable car is not large enough to fit your entire party.
Okay.
I guess me and Eloise can stay down here.
Okay. Trouble, I'm assuming you're with me, Quiz. I guess we're gonna do that. Does anyone else think they'd be able to fight or figure things out better from a higher vantage point?
I have no reason to go up top. I think I need to... I have a plan, but I just cannot... I need to process. I need to think more on it, but I need to stay here.
I'm just a guy, you know, like I don't think that I could do anything better from up there, so I think I'll stay.
I think Leroy, he's kind of like nervous, and he's like, I don't think I should go up.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think Raynor claps him on the shoulder. He's like, good thinking. Like trying to be genuinely supportive about it, you know? I didn't mean that to sound snarky.
As I think you guys are separating and you do that, and I think the rest of the group leaves, and it's just kind of Leroy and Raynor, and he says, I'm sorry, Raynor.
Do we have anything analogous to an insight check in this game?
You could do camaraderie.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I am hoping, dearly, dearly hoping that Leroy is simply feeling bad about everything that has happened so far and not doing a final 15 minutes of the movie, I'm sorry, where he's about to do some wild shit. What do you want me to roll for difficulty?
It's difficulty 3.
Okay. I got...
And a boost because he's your friend.
Love that. Successes and failures evened out. I did get 2 advantages.
Okay.
So I guess I failed.
So then your goal was to like figure out what this I'm sorry is.
Yeah.
And so for that, you will fail on that insight reading, but with the...
Oh, that in itself is kind of sad that Leroy says that and Raynor is just at a genuine moment of like, I don't know.
I'm going to say the heat of the moment, just kind of like things are going fast. I'm going to say 2 advantages though. He, just because I think this is spicy and I want to see what this does in the future, he gives you more special bread. And then he walks away.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm sorry. Here's a gift. Bye.
Yep, that sounds...
Yeah, and Raynor doesn't have time to respond because Leroy's already walking away, yeah.
You guys get in the little cable car, and I'm not going to say it's like rack-shackled and dingy, but it definitely is one of those things that was made a while ago and just isn't used very much.
They've never had a reason to update it.
Yeah. You know what? I think this is cute. One of the Hyperials, which is what I've called these squirrel beings, there's like a small one on top in a wheel that appears when you get up there and then like runs in the wheel, and that's how it runs up the cable. And this one is not powered by a pulse because you're that freaking close. It just is there.
It's just constant.
Yeah.
When a pulse hits here,
oh, it's probably wild.
it hits. I would say there's even for Grorg, when a pulse hits, his muscles grow for a second. They're just
Whoa.
That's gotta be
bigger.
real uncomfortable.
But it's not. It feels like, and that's the way I was supposed to be. That's
Interesting.
whoa.
Okay.
So when Quist was by the root and he was charged with anima, he had this crackling orb, this star kind of floating in between his hats. When he's this close, it's viscous. It's liquid. It's
Weird.
like
Okay.
ferro fluid. It's flowing and spiking and
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so they're going up the little cart.
Yeah, Rainer turns to Trouble and he says oh, right, Trouble. And he kind of hefts Endbringer. And he says, I've never fought with anything but a shield, and I think you're stronger than I am. Do you want to give it a shot? And Trouble says, holy shit, I guess. You know what? It beats a bow staff. And Trouble is going to take Endbringer.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
okay, great. Okay, he takes Endbringer.
this is the coolest educator stick I've ever held.
Yeah.
Okay, as they're going up, and as the rest of the party is forming down at the base, we are back in the bay. And I'm going to say that Genus Pentis will have attempted to remove a few more faces. Give me some more. So the one that we were just on was number 13.
Wow.
Or 16. Sounds...
Are his Roll20 personalities actually being destroyed right now? That's kind of awesome.
Jake, give me another 20.
6.
So there's a moment where everyone hears this. The cloud gets even redder, and he says,
You cannot stop what is already in motion.
this is Meurgic speaking.
Oh.
I am the most powerful of all the spirits, the unpredictable, the unknowable, the greatest fear of the writer.
It's giving Genie Jafar.
Yeah, very Genie Jafar. Give me another D20.
Yep, I got a 20.
Okay, we've done that one again.
Okay.
We're running low on
I
them.
got a 3.
Okay. So he gets back to, and he says,
Now, good old Genus Pentis. Excuse me. Penis.
Got him.
As you really were named
Damn.
after. I think it's time that you finally get out of my way and let the real show begin.
Genus Pantis is standing firmly on both feet, gun in his hands, and Meurgic is facing him, one arm limp, and you can tell he's still kind of swaying a little bit. The cloudy chest is just thin. It's more transparent than the rest of him.
Okay.
And Genus Pantis says,
I shall not budge. You will not get close to this heart. You shall not change what has already been set in motion.
You shall not pass.
let's do another dice roll.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to lie and say it was this one, but it's not a joke. It was a 17.
Genus Pentis, I just want to say that standing here, you are in my way.
And now you've made me go to my last resort. I have to make you. And then he swings his arm and slaps Genus Pentis, and he says, teleport.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
Genus Pentis disappears.
What?
And is teleported somewhere else and is
That
just
works?
gone.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, no.
Meurgic then looks up at the crystal. Jamie, give me another 20. We'll see if you hit one that still is present.
I keep rolling 3s.
That works. If you rolled
it
another
does?
3, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
We still have that one. He didn't remove that face yet. He says,
All right, here I come.
and as he starts flying, it wasn't as smooth as it was before. It's definitely a little more swayed as he's injured, and you can tell that with each pulse it does push him backwards. He then is rescinded backwards, and so you all now at the top of the crystal, you see Meurgic now trying to fly towards you, as he's kind of zigzagging towards you, being pushed back, every 7 minutes. But it's clear that after this pulse, at his speed, he might get here even before another pulse hits. You don't know.
Oh, boy.
Hey there, Questies. It's me, Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to episode 44 of season 3. And no, the episode isn't done yet. I'm jumping in here in the middle of the episode to give you the announcements because they're very important, and I want to make sure that everybody hears them. The big announcement is that you are listening to part 1 of our 4-part 4-part season finale. So what that means is, after this episode, there will be 3 more episodes left in the season. That's it. I can tell you the number. It's 3 more. That's it. And then the season's done. And we're considering them all part of the finale. It's a 4-part finale because they're all big, they're all exciting, they're all epic, and they're all finale level worthy. So you're listening to the first part of that finale with 3 more to come. The next episode will come out in 2 weeks, December 2nd, and that'll be part 2 of the finale, and it'll be just as crazy, as you will soon find out. The finale, it's here, it's happening. And because we're in the finale zone, I gotta remind you of our post-season Q&A. You can send in those questions right now. Message us on any of our social media sites, Facebook and Instagram. You can just comment, leave a post on Reddit. I think it's r/Knights Quest Podcast is our subreddit. Patrons, you can send us a link on the Discord, or you can send us an email at knights.quest10@gmail.com. All questions are welcome. I get it. Some of you are waiting for the end of the season to send in your questions. You can do that too. But if you got just like a general question and you're thinking of it right now, send it in. We'll add it to the list. If you are catching up, if you're binging, if it is still the year 2022, it's not too late to send in those questions. So send it in. Let's do it. Speaking of patron, gotta give a shout out to all of our patrons who make this show possible. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. And a big shout out to our better tier patrons, Mike, Lowell Long May He Reign, and those dang high elves again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can join the ranks by heading over to kqpodcast.com, clicking on Patreon. We get tons of bonus episodes. The November episode is currently being voted on right now. So if you join today, you can get a say in what the next month's episode is going to be, which is a lot of fun. A lot of good options on there. I also have a gold star I got to give out. I know I've given you one before, but you have earned another one. This week's gold star goes to Any Tumbleweed for keeping the Reddit just thriving. I mean, really keeping it alive. And this week, they, I think, posted like 6 different fan arts on there. Super great. We love to see that. All 3 of us just love seeing fan art and any posts on the subreddit. So, gold star for you, Any Tumbleweed. We're so glad that you're enjoying the show. I think that's really all I got to say. We're in the finale, 3 more episodes. Send in those questions. Go to kqpodcast.com, Patreon, gold star. Yep. That's everything. All right. Now enough of that. Let's get back to the story. What do you do at the top?
Because they end up on, like, part of the mountain. The cable car doesn't let them off on the heart because, like, why would it? And so he, like, waves his hand at Trouble, like they start climbing the crystal.
Oh, boy.
And, of course, Trouble's faster. And I think maybe he probably
cannot express how jubilant Trouble is to climb a giant magic crystal. Yeah.
I'm going to say, for all 3 of you, though, you've gone up in elevation, but you don't feel that mountain air wheeziness. Like, you actually feel like you can maybe even run farther than usual.
Oh, yeah.
So Quiz, they, like, reach the peak of the crystal, and the entirety of Varden is laid out in front of them.
And there's this pink mist, too, that is coming from the crystal, that is now, like, at your feet. There's this, like, smooth gemstone face that you're standing on.
And Quiz looks at Raynor and, like, motions at Buttercup.
You know what? I trust my friends. Raynor gives him Buttercup.
And he just starts swinging.
Wow. Oh, are we trying to break it? Are we trying to break through the crystal?
Quiz is trying to hardline this thing.
Just even though he's already juiced?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
He's trying to use he wants to be as powerful as possible to try and ward off Meurgic.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We gotta dice roll this fucker. I'm gonna say for any skill roll right now from where you're standing, you are up 1.
Okay.
So for everybody as on top of this. So for Quist, you're making a strength roll, right?
Okay.
You're trying to break through this.
Yeah.
It is gonna be a difficulty 3 purple and a red. Because you're trying to break the heart of Anima.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
As you're not a very strong boy, are you?
Does giving him my shield count as a boost?
Do you, like, help him in the swinging?
I guess I could play... I could play a song while this is happening.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can do that.
The only one of these that, like, bolsters people doing something difficult is never gonna give you up.
Yep. So you play
Raider
that?
plays Rick Astley.
It does not use a DP.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
The Rainer the Echomancer is standing at the top of the world playing fucking Never Gonna Give You Up.
Alright, Quiz, add a boost then.
Yes, excellent.
Everything canceled out except a failure.
Okay.
That's what it was going to be.
Yes!
Until I rolled the boost.
Yes!
No!
And it was just 2 successes.
Yes!
No
Oh
way!
my god, yes! Are you kidding me?
I'm not fucking kidding. Do you want me to send you a picture?
Yes!
No, I believe you.
Oh, this is the
Richard of
best.
Astley saves the day.
This is beautiful.
Okay, Quiz, as this beautiful song is just played from the top of the heart of Anima itself over the entire 100-mile city. You slam the shield into the gem, and I think the first one doesn't do much. And then you slam it again as the song continues to rise, and you slam it, and you feel your muscles in your arm actually getting stronger with each swing.
Oh my god.
And as you realize that you are never gonna give up on this, and you're never gonna let it down.
Never.
And you swing, and you see one singular crack. It's not long. It's maybe about just a couple inches
Oh,
wide.
my God.
Just kinda this crack in the gem, but you can smell the anima. Like, it's just like, I'm not even gonna try to describe it, but it is good. Like fresh baked bread, or like a warm summer's day, or like rain hitting the ground, like just good smell coming out of this crack. And Rainer, you can smell it too, and you can just feel it. Trouble as well.
Sure.
Meurgic is now sidewinding even closer.
So Quiz, he reaches up into his top hat and he takes out the YU wand.
Yep.
Love it.
And he sticks it into the crack, and this pink aura completely surrounds his body. His eyes just go completely blank. They're just this electric pink.
Oh.
His whole outfit and his hats are greener than they've ever been, and that kind of flowing viscous anima that's been floating in between his 2 hats solidifies and calcifies in that moment into a solid crystal of anima in between his hats. And he pulls the wand back out of the crystal and levels it at Meurgic.
All right.
And he says, "Sweep."
No. Chris, I need you to roll.
Yeah.
I need you to roll spellcasting with, as I said, a +1 stat from being in this presence of the crystal.
Okay.
I'm going to say from what you just did, 2 boosts. I mean, for sure.
Yes.
And I'm assuming you already have 2 yellows, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because hold on, how many dice is that then? 5 dice?
7 dice.
Yeah.
Because I
7.
can do math.
Yeah.
Difficulty will be 3 purples and a red.
Because they're so high up and, like, the wind is all around them at this elevation, Trouble's like, I didn't quite hear him. Did he say sweep or sleep? Honestly, I'm not even sure at this point.
Both are good. Maybe?
I want you guys to hear this.
Oh, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
This metric fuck ton
Jake,
of dice.
before you roll, I
Yeah.
do need to know, which one are you intending to do?
Sweep.
Sweep.
Yes.
Really?
Okay. We will elaborate
What an
when we
interesting
see.
answer I've been given today.
Roll the dice.
So, like, isn't the lover still in there? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Fuck it, anarchy, I guess. Let's
So
do
what
this.
we're left with, my cohorts, is 3 successes and 2 advantages.
Nice.
Really?
Okay,
Whoa,
so
okay.
I'm going to say 3 successes, 2 advantages. I don't know what you were intending by the word sweep in this spell.
Quiz
I will give
went
you
up there with the intention of getting Meurgic away from the heart and
Okay.
keeping him away from the that was his intention when he got up there.
I'll say with 2 advantages, I can't be an asshole about this. It does what you want it to do.
Okay. So Quiz levels the wand at Meurgic and he says, "Thweep." It's like he fired a gun. There's this recoil as the anima surges through him, and he has to bring that back into not necessarily control, but into focus. And as he's bringing the wand back in the direction of Meurgic, this pink beam extends out of the wand and branches out in the end into the shape of a giant straw broom. And he just slaps the shit out of Meurgic and sends him hurtling back across Varden.
Oh, having it be made out of straw, that's particularly good for Meurgic.
Oh, the poetic justice is not lost on me.
Okay, so you're trying to send him backwards, not like sideways, like backwards.
Right. Back to the pit from whence you came.
It is effective in that regard where you smack him, and I'm going to say that does even more harm. I'm going to say another one of his arms are like, he'll crash back into the ocean from whence he started. And when he gets back up, you can see that just like,
damn,
like half his body, the arms are limp, and he's kind of like drooping a little bit. And he's definitely not the same size he was when he began, but the sky is still rippling in its form. And I'm going to say, too, back down at the base, one of the orcs goes up to the commander and says, "Commander, we have been receiving records and reports that across the city, strange things are beginning to happen. Not much, but some people have reported their animals transforming, body parts changing colors. It's just like what we heard happening in the gate, sir."
Wow, just from him being near, not even like consciously doing a big thing, just from him being around.
But I'm going to say this has definitely bought you guys some time and has hurt Meurgic, but he will get back up again. Jamie, give me a 20. We'll see how he's feeling now.
That's a 13?
He takes the two still functioning arms, which are like on the same side, and he says, "This fucking bitch."
He thinks that he can just smack me and beat me? You should know better than this, Chris. I got more in me still, boy.
And he like jumps and like doesn't fly, and he like jumps again and then starts like sputtering, flying closer.
Y'all ain't done with me.
And he's still coming closer. We'll go down to the bottom. Got Eloise and Grorg and Leroy and Abil and Jonathan.
I think the commander turns after what Quist just did and says, "So if you can do anything like that."
Sir, the answer is going to be a no for me.
"And you?" "Not sure yet." "And you?" "I mean, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say, because I don't know. So I'm just going to say no."
I'm still working on my plan. I've got it's there. It's going to be really good. I just gotta put some dots together. I think I've got this though.
And Leroy says,
I think you gotta shoot him. That was the plan, right? Shoot him down.
"With what?"
"Your magic spells. You can do magic, right? You got wands and stuff."
Yes, of course. And he turns to that one super sick looking mage with the staff.
"Oh, yeah.
And he like barks something in Orcish.
And the sage nods, and he like goes to all the other sages and wizards and magicians and artificers that they've got laying around.
Yeah.
Magi and all of them. And they just like go from like, they were all pretty old and wizened, and then they like strike their like fighting stance, and they've got their wands and their scepters and their orbs and their amulets and everything just all pointed, and they all like breathe in.
And their rings.
And I think, this is it. As Meurgic is flying towards them, the mage in the front, he breathes in and he holds up his hand and he counts down 5, 4, 3, 2, and he points as a pulse emits from the heart, and they all shoot at the same time at Meurgic.
Oh, okay.
Man, these fuckers, I don't think they even need a roll. I think, because with the pulse by their side, they all just cast a flurry of blows of all kinds of magic, and the other guards do the same thing. Quist, up top, you see this. Do you cast another blast at this sucker?
Yeah, well, this time, Quist is going to stow the wand, and he's just going to go at him with the dragon spit ring.
You know what? Roll it. This is cool. I want to just see how cool it is.
Okay.
I'm going to say difficulty's only 3 at this point.
Still 7 dice.
Oh my god.
I just want to see how spicy this fireball is.
Well, it's pretty spicy. 3 successes and 2 advantages.
Yeah,
Quist is like a really good at magic.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to say, because it's on your middle finger, right? Your middle finger?
Yeah.
You extend your middle finger, and I'm going to say that in this moment, just because of for flavor, the ring, like, which is also metal, like, melds with your finger, and your finger then extends to become like this dragon. Wings fall out, and this metallic, like almost, you've never seen a dragon, but you can imagine this is the size it would be, comes out and rears its head and just blasts fire down as all these other spells are being shot from below and just pinch on Meurgic as he comes flying in and will just crash at the ground right in front of you guys at the base of the heart, and you can see that he is smoldering. You can't tell if the smoke is from the fire or if it's the remaining cloudy embers of his body floating away, but there is not much left of him left.
Quiz, he's gonna try to fly.
Okay.
Pardon? Okay.
Quiz wants to get, like, up close and personal with Meurgic, but he's...
like, get down?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to take the cable car because that takes time.
Yeah, that's not dramatic. What spell would you wager you can somehow, through sheer awesomeness, turn into a flying spell?
Summon Jingle.
And what does that mean, Jake?
How will that help you fly?
Is the jingle that gets summoned like a song for Rainer?
Yes.
Like it's a musical magical
like,
transfer.
Calls into being sheet music for Rainer to play.
Oh, that's so good. Can we do it, please? Can we do it?
And gives Rainer a flying spell?
A flying song. Can we?
Okay,
please, Dad.
You're I'll get it straight. You're going to play a song.
Yeah.
You're going to cast a spell that creates a song that Rainer will play that lets him fly.
Yep.
And it could be I'm Like a Bird by Natasha Bedingfield.
I don't know this song, but I'll have to look it up.
Or
okay, sure.
Or it could be Freebird, or...
There's lots of options.
There's many options.
Okay, let's go. Roll spell casting. It's finale zone. We're tying up the episode here, folks.
The guitar solo of Freebird is gonna be on a fucking ocarina.
All right.
Just let me know if it's success. That's all. Difficulty, what? I don't even know what you fucking rolled.
Oh,
3,
no.
I guess.
Okay,
yeah.
Right before this happens, Trouble is like, wow, I kind of thought he would make it up here. He's got like a sword drawn. He's like, I kind of thought he was going to come up here.
Yeah, it's a success with 4 advantages.
Okay, great. You know what, Rainer?
Should we
4
get
advantages.
back into the cable car, I guess? Or maybe try to climb down? And then this shit's happening.
What happens is, Quiz plays this song, Summon Jingle.
Yeah.
And normally it's created a song in everyone's heads. But what it does for Rainer is he I think Quiz looks at you maybe and points the spell at you maybe.
Yeah, what he's using the wand as if it was like an orchestral baton.
Oh, like a conductor's baton.
Yeah.
Rainer, you know this song. Actually,
yes.
Maybe you've known this song forever. You've got this song memorized.
Absolutely.
Front and back.
There's a specific memory in Rainer's mind of his dad saying to him Sometimes, son, the music, it just seems like it comes to life before your eyes, and you already know it, and all you have to do is play it into the world. And he's just like, I finally understand.
And I'm gonna say, because it's 4 advantages.
Yeah.
I don't even think you need to. Should you have to roll for that?
Yeah, I think so.
But he gets
Your
2
roll
boosts.
with a double boost. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're playing fast and loose with the rules today, folks.
What's the difficulty? I forgot already.
I don't know. 3.
Okay.
Nathan thought it was going to be 3 episodes to the end. It's going to be 1, baby.
Oh my god. Okay. So I've got 2 successes. I've got 6 advantages.
Rainer, fuck off. 6?
If I stay here with you, girl.
You play this song, and you...
Can you take me higher?
Jamie, I'm gonna let you decide this right now. 2 options. Option 1, you and your 2 companions sprout these magical angel-like wings and descend to wherever you want. Or, better yet, you can make anyone you want fly up to the top of the crystal with you.
Oh. God, I don't know if it's too dangerous to bring Meurgic up here to us. I think it's probably better to send us down where he is.
Okay.
Plus, then we get the visual of Rainer, Quiz, and Trouble fucking sprouting wings. and flying down the crystal in a haze of anima and music.
Yes.
And those who were there that day could almost swear they heard the voice of Bjorn Bjornsson.
You know what, Jamie? When you make the song, let me know and we can get a recording for that properly. We'll get it in there. We'll get the reverb and everything. I'm gonna say with your 6 advantages, you still have these wings when you land, so they will continue on. Not forever.
Oh, this is insane. Yeah.
They will be. You can use them in what's gonna happen next if something happens next.
Oh my God, we're flying. Okay. Oh, Abu Allah, we are flying right now. This is the greatest climbing skill I've ever seen.
This is what climbing was always meant to be.
Quiz, when he lands, starts to walk towards Meurgic.
Yes, they've landed. I think the rest of the party is like in awe. I'm gonna say the rest of the mages, they've still got their weapons pointed at Meurgic, and I'm gonna say Gorga is with Eloise. Abil's probably by the captain, and Leroy is approaching Meurgic as well, cautiously.
I think Quiz notices that and kind of gives Leroy a nod, but as he's getting closer, he says, "You trapped me for so long in my own body, and you trapped so many others in so many ways. And now, again, I think it's time for you to just go back where you came from and just go back inside a box and stay there forever." And he opens up Christopher in front of Meurgic. "Now get in."
Whoa.
Yes. And I think his body is nothing more than like, he's not quite cow-sized, but he's maybe like elephant-sized dark cloud, just kind of wisping up in the air. And he's only got one free hand, and he starts reaching it towards Quiz. And he says,
Even when you have betrayed me, your ass is still fine, Quiz.
Oh my God.
and his like hand is extended forward.
This is the darkest timeline.
I don't think he's going to get in the bag, though, unless you're trying to persuade him to get in the bag, which is how you've gotten Banus in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Quiz says,
"Oh my God.
Listen, I'm doing you a favor. Those guys back there, they're not going to let you walk out of here. I'm your last chance. And if you say no, I'm not holding back either."
Roll persuasion, difficulty 3.
Guys,
Okay.
are we at the end of the fight?
It's a failure with advantage.
Okay. I think then the advantage will be, I think some of the other mages, they like hear this and they're like ready. They will shoot Meurgic if he tries to do anything. The failure is he's not going to get in the bag.
Bummer.
He says,
Oh, Quiz, you're so saucy, trying to keep me back into your life. I gave you an invitation, Quiz. I never left. I was always there with you, my little Quizzy Wissy. But instead, you had to throw a little fitty witty. And I've chosen someone else, Quiz. In fact, I've chosen a couple others. Does that make you jealous, Quiz? Are you envious that my Meurgic dwells within others?
Gross. No. I'm not an instrument to stroke your ego, Eddie Boar, Meurgic. I don't.
I'll stroke your ego.
Okay.
Oh my God.
This
is the worst.
This is slowly becoming very pointless. What do you... Alright. I'll bite. What do you want? Because obviously you're not getting it. So what did you come here for?
Trouble was genuinely about to, like, try to hit him with the sword. I really like this question, though, and I want to hear the answer.
and I think Meurgic looks up at Quiz, and he looks at everyone else. I'll roll another d20. Okay, I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Which we haven't done yet. He looks up at Quiz and he says,
I want to change the world, Chris. I want to make something happen, Chris.
I don't like that that's the same answer as Leroy. Also, have we never heard this Meurgic voice before?
correct.
Huh.
That's fun.
That seems unlikely.
It's a fun
There's only
little
20 numbers.
Thing.
I've added some new ones.
Oh,
Fucking
okay.
knew it.
Okay,
I add some every
okay.
now and then.
It's extremely creepy.
And I think he says,
And I want to be free of this pulsing headache.
then he definitely shouldn't have come here. All right, you know what? Trouble's like, this is what you do when you've been given a sword. Like, he's gonna try to hit Meurgic with this sword. He's gonna try to stab him.
Yeah, please
or,
make...
Or I guess it would be more of a swinging it down.
Yeah, swing it down on him with Endbringer.
Yeah,
please
and as this is happening, Quiss is saying, I tried to give you an out.
Please make a weapon handling roll using blade. Difficulty will only be 2 at this point.
Oh.
Okay.
He has been weakened severely for many reasons.
Even though in the story I said that Trouble is probably physically more fit than Raynor, he still only has a 1 in strength and a 2 in weapon handling, so that's not great.
But you go up 1 because of the anima.
Hey, all
You
right.
add 1 die, yep.
1 more green?
Yep, 1 more green, yep.
Cool. Nathan, I've got 2 successes, so I've got a success.
I love that.
I've got 2 disadvantages.
Perfect.
Okay.
I don't like when Nathan likes our rolls.
Yeah.
Well, you should want me to like your rolls, right?
No, but when you like them like you like a tasty dinner to eat and like fill yourself. Like when you like
Yeah,
when you're
exactly.
like, oh yes.
You swing the sword down upon this winnowing cloud of Meurgic and slash at the remaining arm that had been moving, and it kind of just drops to the ground, and you see the glowing red eyes that Meurgic had start to twinkle, and you see Meurgic smile, and then he collapses to the ground, and you see the cloud like fades outward, just like liquid nitrogen just kind of being poured on the ground, and all that remains is just a 6-armed cow just on the ground.
And Trouble says, I told you I was going to kill you.
Quiss, you, because of your magical power training, we've established this before, sense that there is a power, a force that is now present, that is got nowhere to go.
Can Raynor sense it too?
I'm going to say no.
Shit. All right.
Quiss sets Christopher on the ground and opens it up, and then kind of holds the Wayu wand into the air, and almost like a flare, just kind of, it's got like a little pink like tip to it, almost like a beacon, and he just kind of guides it down towards the bag.
As you bring it closer, your hand shakes a little bit as it's getting closer, but like you're still able to control it. You're able to do this. And this beacon, it's clearly grabbed onto something, and as it gets closer, it is the Meurgic symbol that you are now putting inside of Christopher.
Ooh.
Sorry, the power in the air, it went into the bag and there was a symbol there?
No, that was the physical manifestation of the power, as the symbol of Meurgic.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. So it coalesced into like a physical thing and went into the bag, is that correct?
Yeah, visual thing.
Okay.
And it's in Christopher. There is a quiet. I think Rogue's like, is that it?
It seems like it should be.
Did we get him?
Did we win? I think we won.
Trouble looks at Raynor and he says, did we wait too long? Was that it?
Leroy steps forward and he kind of like sighs. Okay, I was worried.
Quiz, can I see the bag?
I mean, you can see with your eyes.
No, but can I hold it? You got like your moment to like beat that party, and like just kind of want to feel that.
Quiss like nods, and he walks over to Leroy and hands over Christopher.
Thank you.
Okay.
Raynor.
Yeah.
You should eat some bread.
Oh my god.
Why would he do that in this moment?
Oh, wow, I'm sure I'm famished after. I just need some energy. Quick, eat some. Oh, I got this bread on me. That's nifty.
Well, hang on. Unless we're playing on a meta level again. Because you just told me that Raynor should eat some bread. If we're saying, like, something similar happens to when they were on top of the mountain, and Raynor gets a glimpse or a feeling or something that the writer is, like, messing with him or trying to talk to him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, then I think Raynor suddenly feels in his mind as if they're the words of a story. Raynor thought it would be a good idea to eat some of the special bread. And that's a weird feeling, but as far as he can tell, it's never been like a completely bad and dangerous thing to do. So very slowly, he does eat some of the bread.
You eat some of the bread, and you're able to see the cords, some silver, a silver one.
Yeah.
Going to Leroy, a silvery looking one to Gror.
Leroy's got the silvery. Okay, gotcha.
You see some bluish looking. I mean, it's still like very similar, but like some bluish ones going to like going to some of the orcs. You see one going to Eloise. There's a golden one. You see a golden one, and then you see a hand. You know, as Leroy's talking, as Leroy takes the bag and he holds it, and he kind of smiles, and you see the hand grab Leroy's string. Not just pluck it, grab it. You see Leroy jerk his head up, and he turns to you, Raynor. He says,
I finally get to make a difference.
Ah, fuck.
And he shoves the bag at the heart of Anima, opening it, just like pushing it in front of it, and then drops it to the ground, kind of like steps back as the hand has let go of Leroy. You see that where he had put the bag on the heart of Anima, you see that Meurgic symbol on the heart, and it like soaks into the heart of Anima, and the color that was once pink now becomes that darker red, and with swirls of black, and starts, and the mist that had been coming from it is no longer this pink mist, but now becomes that darker cloud as it ekes outward, and the color spreads across the crystal, and you see that the crystal is now becoming a dark, Meurgical color, and you and all of your stupid friends are now basking and crying and weeping as you realize you have fallen into Meurgic's, my plan from the beginning. And now we can really start making a difference. Raynor and friends, listeners and patrons, Jamie and Jake, now welcome to Knight's Quest.